What is up, beautiful people? It is me, the Rocky Balboa of this game called life. A little more rested. I hope I look a little better. Waiting for my man Jay to the B to jump on live. I have gotten some serious sleep. I finally putting in some awesome juices into my body. Got tons of nutrition. So I'm feeling the flame. I'm feeling the fire. I am excited and ready to rock and roll. Johnny B, where you at? There he is. Hey, Max. Let's get him on. Of course, it's not allowing me to bring him on, but that's weird. There you go. Sorry, guys. This shit, it's always different every day. Always a new button to push. But yes, it has been a hectic 4 days for me, and John's got some questions for me, I'm sure. Mr. John?
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Serious technology issues today. Whether it's the Wi-Fi at home, the 4G, the cell network, something is
amok.
Testing us, man. Testing us.
How bad do you want it, brah? How bad do you want it? We just got to get through it, right?
Got to keep pushing. So we've just been having a bit of a convo online regarding the challenges Max has been going through the last few days. And we've had a couple of chats with yourselves about what do you do when things aren't lined up? Oh man, battery's going to go now. And we kind of come up with a couple of potential questions, of which I've completely forgotten. Max, can you remember what we were going to ask?
You're basically asking me how have I been recovering? Like how have I gotten myself out of the little funk I was in, the peaks and the valleys, right?
Okay, yeah.
John's flustered, people. He's been trying so long to get me on these new technology things he's gotten, and his whole system crashed today, so he's flustered. First off, John, what I would say would be this. My routine in life is I've carved out some really personal and niche times for myself, meaning, in the morning I wake up, I meditate, I go in the sauna, I journal, then I start my day. So I've got like a 35, 45-minute period of silence for just me, then I rush into my day. The last 4 days, which is not really a good telling point, because there's for all those 4 days I rocked around 3 hours of sleep. That might be a bit much for most people, but I was absolutely unable with knowing how important food is to me. I wasn't able to prepare food, except for the first day. I was unable to sleep, right? And with 3 hours sleep, when you have to be back at a site, I was unable to meditate in the morning. I was unable to have a sauna. I basically had a shower, brushed my teeth, and went, which is far from cool, but I knew it was 4 hours. What I tried to do during those days, and they were long days, 18-hour plus days, I tried my hardest to breathe deeply and to drink a ton of water. Those were my only two options, because I told you many times the food choices were shit. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, it was a high-end resort and a high-end, it was an international film festival, so the shit was on point, but it's just not stuff I put in my system. So how do I recover? Last night, I went and did a 3-hour meditation, because now the game's over, right? Again, trying to put this into most people's lifestyles, you might not have 3 hours. And I also slept 12 hours. This morning, I awoke and drank 3 crazy nutritionally packed, micronutrient packed juices. I had apple cider vinegar, and water. And now I'm just vibing. I took 45 minutes this morning, meditated, and just trying to recover. I know my internal system's not there, but those are some of the steps I had. Now, during those busy times, I just tried to be aware of my body. There was such little hope for my normal routine, but what I'm trying to do is trying to condense that into how could that help somebody who has a busy lifestyle in general, right? Yeah. What's your vibe on that, John?
I have a freaking, the world just moves in these synchronicity. I was at work today and my buddy said, John, can you just do X? I'm not a timber guy. I don't do carpentry. But I'm there just to help him out because he's low on numbers. So I said, course I can. So I cut a piece of timber to go in a frickin' in between some stud work. You know, fucking something so straightforward, right? And bearing in mind, I used to take airplanes and helicopters apart for a living and put them back together, and you know, some super technical precision stuff. And oh, there's the telephone. They can wait. And could I do this freaking simple thing? I had to go in there to there. It had to be straight. It had to be level. And I'd pilot drill it. I'd drive the screws in it. It'd drag it one way and it'd drag it another way. And I was just getting so fucked off because it's so simple. And I was thinking, you know, all of the self-criticism creeps in, saying, what do you mean you can't do that? How freaking hard can it be? You know, you're not very, what's going on, my friend? And I caught myself saying this. Normally I try and do this within a couple of minutes. If I've got bad vibes going in my head, I try and catch myself and say, right, what can you be grateful for right now? Or what's the good that can come out of this right now? And so I stopped myself, put the tools down, kind of just glared at this piece of stud work, walked outside, sat on my van and just looked at the countryside and felt my breath. And I was looking at the birds and the horses and the ponies that had just been popped out a couple of weeks ago. And it was breezy and it was sunshine and warm. And I just said, it's a piece of timber. I took 5 minutes, had a glass of water, you know, a big bottle of water, walked back in, beep, 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 done straight away. So when I took a second just to get the head squared away, you know, things just go super smooth. But maybe I went, oh shit, I don't normally do this, and I created that bad vibe before I started it. Daniel Buckcross is watching. Now, Daniel is a bit of a mini entrepreneur of himself, same as you, Max. He took himself off to Cyprus a couple of years ago. He's got himself qualified for PT and massage and acupuncture.
Nice.
Just opened up a clinic in London. I want to say Harley Street, but I don't think it's Harley Street. But he's smashing it, absolutely smashing it. And he'd like to come on the show and we'll just have a chat and a chin wag.
I'd love it.
So thanks for listening, Dan. Steve Turner's there, who I was in flying training with many moons ago. I think he's ex-Navy. Sorry about that, buddy. Can't have it all your own way. And there's a guy called Don Combs who checked in. He was he may still be in the military, but we served together quite a long time ago. So Daniel Buckcross has got this clinic in Chelsea. What's it called? We'll give a shout out for us all that's passing through London next time.
Shut up, Derek.
So
Derek, what's going on? I see you.
I walked away. I sat in the van. I looked at the countryside. I chilled out. Went back in, and it just happened in a moment when I chilled out. So I felt myself getting to the funk, and before I got too far in the funk and started throwing hammers and screwdrivers and shit around, we're okay. So Daniel Buckcross's business is called DB Lifestyle. It's in Spain. It's in Cyprus. It's in London. Wow. It's happening. So
awesome.
Check him out.
That's awesome. Way to go, Daniel. We definitely got to get him on. That's multinational right there. And a takeaway again, it always goes back to self-awareness. I hate to say that, but it does. Again, I think using my example the last couple of days might be like an extreme example, like 3 hours to sleep and try and get shit done. But if you have 6 hours and you can carve out 15 minutes for yourself, I mean, that's a huge thing. And just, you know, do your best, forget the rest. I know that's a saying I've heard somewhere.
Yeah.
In those 3 hours, I did my best. I mean, my body comes first. I told John about all the decisions I didn't want to make as far as, you know, getting stress levels and all that. But life is life. It's never going to be like this. It's going to be like this. So we do our best. And as long as it's not every day 365 for your whole life, you know, that was 4 days for me. So now I know I can recover the next couple of days and get back up to 110% performance. I told John I felt that after day 4, I was probably hovering around 75%. And that's due to the fact that I put in so much time on the mind, body, and spirit to keep myself up there. So that even when I'm down, I'm not, you know, at 0%, right?
Good stuff. Yeah, one of the things that we truly can control 100% ourselves is what goes on inside here. So if you can recognize the negative thoughts, you can recognize the issues, and then just make a choice. Just make a choice to get pissed off or to be better. But as always, we thank you for listening. We got Simon Eade, another ex-soldier, Jason James, another ex-soldier, and we thank you all for listening, for giving us your time. You could be anywhere in the world, but you are right here with us.
With these
right now.
guns!
So go be awesome. Have an awesome afternoon, evening, morning, night, wherever you are in the world. And we will be back tomorrow with another episode.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, John. Have fun.
Thanks.
Peace.
Bye-bye.